If you're anything like me, you're always on the lookout for a home audio system that can deliver impressive sound without breaking the bank. But with so many options out there, it can be tough to know where to start. Lately, I've seen a lot of buzz surrounding the SVS Prime Tower speakers, and I've got to say, I was pretty curious, so I decided to check them out. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. I've already ordered a pair, so I'm going to give you the lowdown on what I've found so far. The first thing I noticed about these speakers is the build quality. They're seriously solid and well made. The premium black ash finish looks fantastic, and I can tell they're designed to withstand being handled regularly. But it's what's inside that really counts, right? The SVS Prime Tower speakers feature dual 6.5-inch woofers that work together to produce deep, rich bass that's surprisingly effortless. Whether I'm listening to electronic music or some of my favorite rock classics, I've been blown away by the clarity and depth they bring to the table. One of the standout features of these speakers is the 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter. SVS says it's designed to be light-efficient and rigid, and I've found that it really shines when it comes to high-frequency details. I've been listening to a lot of acoustic music lately, and I was amazed at how much more nuanced the sound became once I started using these speakers. The Prime Towers seem to have an uncanny ability to pluck out those tiny details from the mix that make all the difference in immersing yourself in the music. Another thing I appreciate about these speakers is their innovative sound match crossover design. I'm no audio specialist, but from what I've learned, it basically means that the different drivers in the speaker work together seamlessly to produce a more cohesive sound. I can tell the difference. The mid-range driver on these speakers, which comes in at a nice size of 4.5 inches, really does a great job of filling in the gaps between the bass and treble. I found myself wanting to play music for hours on end just so I can hear all the subtle textures and tones these speakers bring out. If you're someone who loves to watch movies or play video games with a good sound system, these speakers are definitely worth a look. The Prime Towers deliver such good mid-range and treble that I've noticed a huge improvement when watching scenes with dialogue or trying to pinpoint enemy positions in games. Of course, it's worth noting that if you do decide to upgrade to a full 5.1 system, these speakers will definitely play nicely with an external subwoofer, although the bass is already pretty solid on its own. All that being said, there are a couple of things to keep in mind before deciding to pick up a pair. One minor complaint I have is that these speakers can get pretty hot when they're cranked up, nothing too out of the ordinary, but it's worth keeping an eye on when they're sitting in a crowded room. Also, I've found that the Prime Towers do require a bit of break-in time before they really sound their best. It's not a huge deal, just something to keep in mind if you're impatient like I am. Overall, I've been really impressed with the SVS Prime Tower speakers. They're definitely a solid choice for anyone in the market for a new home audio system, especially those who value good mid-range and treble. Link is in the description below if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. Thanks for watching.